All right, meeting number 5, February 10th, 2026. Our term began January 12th, and it will end October 12th. Manengo, I have your role as media, and everyone else is still question marks.
We're gonna kick that can down the road.
Well, we know
Dun dun
Winston
dun.
is the transaction master.
Transactionist.
The transactionist. I like that. All right.
Sounds cool.
And then we have
Transactionist.
Jith and I are the pip makers. And Emperor, you're kind of like
I'm the middle child.
You're kinda
That's
like the
pretty much
glue.
my role.
yeah.
Just call me glue.
Like the glue that holds us all together, keeps us on track.
I try.
All right. So for the update, the only one that I had of note was PIP 26. It unfortunately did not pass. 52% voted no, 30% voted yes. We had 167 million PvP involvement. So we exceeded our goal by a lot. It's a pretty good
Yeah, and
number.
Brian was saying in the chat, I didn't do the math, but he said we didn't get that's the third highest turnout we've ever had. The first and second were 1 and PIP 2.
Yeah. But we can take a look at that. So here's the pip tracker. I'll zoom in a little bit. So we'll sort it by high to low. Looks like the highest was pip 2, start as foundation, then pip 1, pip 7, and then pip 26. Fourth highest.
Crazy turnout.
Yeah. And that's really interesting.
So
Okay.
what about individual voters?
What about the what?
Individual voters, not just
Individual.
The number of voters?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We
I think it was
had
kind of average.
147 votes, which it was kind of on the lower side.
Yeah. So that really means that people bought more polis, or like some big voters who didn't usually vote participated in this one.
Yeah, it means people are buying the dip.
Well,
Hopefully that's what
Yes,
that
they are.
means.
Yes.
I think had a lot of people consolidate.
Yeah. Yeah. Not surprised. So that was the only update I had. Were there any other updates I needed to note?
The only accomplishment I could think of. I went back and
Okay.
looked.
All right. For Treasury Tracker, Jith, did you update?
Yes, I did. That should be the percentages on the DAO Treasury wallet were not updated from last week, but with
What that
all the
balance is?
volatility, I'm not really going to be bothering with.
Oh, I should probably show you. All I do is copy paste the table, and it pastes right in. So for this, all I do is highlight from the 32% all the way to the token, hit Control C, and then here you hit Control V, and it pastes the table automatically.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Ah, sorry, I should have told you that. I'm sorry.
Whatever. It's that's what
Now you know.
it's so fast that it's irrelevant.
Yeah, and then I take it one step further because the lighting or the text color, and I just make it dark text, and then that's where I leave it.
Yeah.
Yep,
Catch
and
is when I
then
just
there you go.
basically the catch is when I just do it manually. I don't need to change text color or anything like that.
Yeah, true. For me, it takes 2 seconds, so it works for me. And then for Ecosystem Fund, they both go straight to the portfolio, and Ecosystem Fund only has Atlas in it, so you just copy those rows, paste it in, and then I just put it on top like that.
Yeah.
Make the text dark, and then we're good. My bad on that.
Yeah.
We
that's
Okay.
forgive you.
So we're at 600,000 for the treasury and 48,000 for the ecosystem fund. Okay.
Because yeah, the numbers are a little. Wow, we took a hit in the past few hours.
Gotcha. Is it volatility?
Not much of, but enough to
Okay.
quite different.
I updated the pip tracker with Modango, and most likely she'll be taking over from now on. She'll be doing a better job than me.
We'll see.
So pips 26 was added down to the bottom, and so there you go. And accomplishments. So these were the 4 from last week that I wasn't able to translate into an accomplishment. But let me show you. So January, I consolidated all of January, and I wanted to make sure this was right before I post it as a report. These are the ones that I were able to put together from what you all were talking about last week. We hosted the internal meeting. Then we funded PIP22 with 11 million Atlas, and I linked the transaction. Then we created the DAO Casters thread channel for all the candidates. And then we created DAO announcements translation channel, and there seem to be 11 different channels for that. So those are the 3
Yeah,
that
and
I was able to put together.
and Jendo or somebody's making a bot to automatically take our announcement, translate it, and put it in those channels. But I don't
Oh,
think that's
nice.
quite up yet.
Okay.
Be very handy.
So these 4, I don't know. I wanted to ask you all what they were so I could make an accomplishment out of them.
I think you got them all.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
So payment thread for the arena, was that the...
Yeah, we had Jendo create the channel so we can get the arena people paid. That's where all the
Oh.
chatter for that's been. So
Okay.
I didn't know if we had put that anywhere, but
We did not. So that would have been sometime in late January. So created
yeah.
Iris Bounty Arena disbursement channel.
Yep. Yep.
To pay approved applications. Okay.
Yes,
And I
sir.
don't know the date. I'll just have to look at it later.
That's fine.
All right. And then this one was funded arena wallet. Was it the 11 million?
Yeah.
Okay. And the
Yes.
non-English DAO announcement channels. Okay, we're good to go. So what accomplishments do we have now?
It was just PIP 26 finalized is the only thing I could think of. I don't know. We
PIP
do that
26
as an
finalized?
accomplishment. The one that failed.
Oh,
over it.
okay. I gotcha. Yeah.
That one.
Okay. So this would be... Okay. So it's going to be PIP voting. Dang it. What did I put for the other ones? I think voting completed for PIP 26.
You're making me dizzy.
It's okay. I'm trying to do it fast so that it can be done and keep going. Vote was 52% no. And 167 million PvP participation, which was 25%.
Sweet.
Okay. What else?
That's all I could think of.
Okay.
It was a busy week for a lot of us.
I also updated the dashboard here with the last pip. So now that we have 1 pip, and I put in the numbers already here. And it'll average out as we put more pips under our belt. And I forgot. let's do the accomplishments is so far 12. 12 accomplishments. And I think I've done 4 reports. And we paid 1 million in Atlas, right? So far, just the arena. The arena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Did we pay RT yet? Or is
No,
No,
it's
not
in.
yet.
It's on our agenda.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
just gonna float it because we have to create a multi-sig. So
Oh, gotcha. All right, so I'll put that on the agenda there. Okay, if that's all we have, then I'll move on.
Yep.
Okay, meeting 5. What order do you want to talk about this stuff first?
we the DAO casters, we kind of talked about that in our pre-meeting. If Winston and Lanzer just give it a once over, hopefully tonight after the meeting, that way Jith can put it in the kitchen and we can get it going. Because it can go straight to the kitchen. We're bypassing the foundation.
One
Jith, did
thing
you change it?
I didn't make
No.
any changes since.
Okay, you just want me to give it one
I
last
think-
once over. Okay.
Yeah,
one
I
thing-
just have a
gotcha.
feeling since it's the
The one
first
thing we
one.
might want to do is have it start in April at this point, seeing as we're already halfway through February.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What did I have it start as?
March,
Ah,
which
okay.
would have made sense if we actually pushed it out right then.
Yeah. So even my buffer didn't work. All right. So we can change it to April then.
I'm good.
All right, Jith, rock, paper, scissors. I can do it. You can do it.
Do it, Jith.
I think I have it up.
Okay, I uploaded the latest version to our forums thread. So when you update it, can you please upload the markdown and the PDF back to it?
Let me make sure that I actually have the latest version.
Okay. It should be in the council forums. If you click there, then you'll see at the top there's a creation of DAOcaster role. And there's the one that I upload on January 30th.
Yeah, I know.
How about we just double check it and make sure it's right and then put it up?
So Jith will change it to start April 1st. Jith, if you aren't able to find the latest version, then just tell me and I'll do it right after this. It's pretty easy.
No, I have it. I just didn't know if the version I had loaded on my machine was the latest version.
Okay. Gotcha. Then maybe just download it. Because unless you made changes, then I made formatting adjustments. And then I'll review.
Yeah.
Winston, I'll
I know.
tag you so that you
I
can
don't
review.
think we did anything since then, but I'm not 100% positive.
Okay. So then how about this? When you change it, upload it to the forum and then tag Winston and I, and that'll prompt both of us to go in and look.
Okay.
All right, cool.
We'll go over Artie's real quick, and it's nothing we have to do right now, right now at the meeting. But Swags wants to create its own multi-sig, and then he's just we'll have to do the math as to what we paid him the first time. So whatever he was approved for minus the first payment, and I'm just gonna float him so he doesn't have to wait that whole shenanigans, and then we'll reimburse me. He's been pretty patient. We'll just have to do that.
So we're going to create a multi-sig that'll pay you.
Yeah, one of them will pay me, but
Okay.
from here out, we won't have to bug Swags to send, $15 or 25 or 50. We'll just take care of it so he doesn't have to.
Okay.
Do you want to create that multi-sig, Winston?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. I got all the addresses. I can spin one up after this meeting.
The transactionist.
Okay, thank you.
So Automata
that's-
desires a new multi-sig for, is it that pip specifically?
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
Artie's pip was.
Okay. This was the what? Not Rogue
think
Data.
I think you
that
passed
one.
it. Go back up.
This one.
No, go back up. You missed it. Keep going.
Oh, this one, hosting service.
Pip 24.
Yeah. Okay.
So then the other two, I think technically Funcrackers was no, Funcrackers got in second. So we'll go over Jose's hip draft. And we're gonna I think we can go in and change a little bit of the formatting for him. But we'll pull that up and we need to review it.
And
I mean,
multi-sig
Jen,
will
Draft.
pay will reimburse. All right. So we're good on that one. What
And
was the
so
next one?
the PIP is Jose's, it's temporary DAO funding to preserve core lore, design, and communication. Temporary DAO funding for
Oh,
Jose.
okay. So we're gonna do a pip review now.
Yeah.
All right.
And this one, like he doesn't have the number one, number two, you know, the different sections
This is the
labeled.
newt.
So it's not an ecosystem fund, so technically doesn't have to
It's a DAO
follow a lot
treasury
of
pip.
yeah. So this falls out of our purview, really. But I think we just need to create the markdown after this because it's in its final form. But we need to put the number one, number two, number three under the sections. I think we can do that for the newt.
Yeah.
But
I think we should
don't
do
we-
that.
Isn't it to PDF first, then to Glenn, then to Markdown?
yeah, you're right. You keep catching me.
Yeah.
You are correct.
No, I know. Let's put it this way. I want to just get this one out as well. So,
Yeah,
but
but
we do.
yeah,
But this one we do definitely have to pass by. Like there is no way we can bypass.
This is
Um,
a DAO treasury pip. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely think we should
So-
add the number headers like we expect to see. And then for the ones that we
okay.
don't have anything for, just put NA.
Yep, I would agree. So
Okay.
I can go over it now.
Yep, let's do it.
So we're all ready. So he's got the summary. In an effort to boost our runway to ensure Starlist can fulfill the roadmap and deliver the releases planned for this year, Autonoma was forced to make painful cuts to its talent. Unfortunately, my position as a lore writer and community team member was terminated as process. Despite that, I remain confident in Starlist and incredible game modes that still have the potential to turn the situation around, such as Hollow Sim, C4's Link, and Siege mode. This tip exists because I want to continue fighting alongside the community and contributing to Star Atlas during this critical period. That's a pretty good summary, but he didn't include the dollar amount in the summary, which is what we're asking a lot of people to do. I
Okay.
think this is
Please
unorthodox, but if we just make those edits on his behalf, if somebody's willing to do that.
Why? Wait, what's going on? Is there something behind that? Is he not able to do it
No,
himself?
it's just he's busy as all get out. I don't know, and that's just my opinion. I'm just one of five here. So.
Yeah, let's help him get this through. We can make some edits like that. It doesn't change anything to the actual pip, just format.
Well, our first recommendation is please include the USDC or Atlas amount in the summary.
Yeah, and he's asking for USDC out of the USDC dollar amount. So we're already
Oh, I see it. 5,000 per month to Automata. Okay.
yeah. So it wouldn't take anything for us to just throw that in there for him.
I don't know. I like
And yes,
Jose, but throwing out the welcome wagon to where we're doing it all for him, this is already kind of way out of format to what we're normally asking for.
yeah. And that's part of the reason that I was okay with it, because we're already breaking the rules, if you will. Again, just one of five.
Yeah, makes sense.
Winston, you're okay with it? What do you, Marengo and Jiff, what do you guys want to do? Want us to make the edits or do you want him to?
I'm fine with making the edits as long as it's basic. Just
Yeah. But for this one specifically, let's just do it. Let's just do it for him.
Okay,
I
Marengo, are you
agree.
fine with that? Okay,
If it helps speed up the process and help him, yes.
Yep.
Let's do
Okay.
it for him.
cool. Well, I'm going to move on to the motivation section then, but we'll still definitely take notes. Motivation, as many of you know, I'm deeply passionate about Star Wars. It's been my pleasure and privilege to be in the trenches of this project with all of you for many years as a lore writer, content writer, community team member, and many other roles that I've held at Autonoma. I debated internally for a long time whether it was right for me to submit this PIP ultimately. However, the reality is that I want to be here more than anything, fighting until the end, together with the people of this community, no matter what the outcome may be. For this reason, I'm submitting it to the Star Atlas Community DAO. Sounds like good motivation to me.
Yes.
Okay. He goes through some definitions of Autonoma, DAO, deliverables, over deliverables. The concrete outputs Autonoma defines as necessary for me in the exertion of my functions like quest packs, lore entries, documentation drafts, event execution scripts, and similar work. So that's what he means by deliverables. Term is 6 months. Earmarked funding, funds transferred to Autonoma and intended exclusively to cover his reduced salary during the engagement. So that's the definitions. Proposal. I propose that Star Atlas DAO temporarily fund my continued work. The structure, I will continue working at Autonoma fully embedded in the existing team and workflows. Star Atlas DAO will provide 5,000 USDC per month to Autonoma. These funds will be used by Autonoma to cover my reduced salary, allowing the company to retain critical capacity without increasing its current burn. And this engagement is proposed fixed duration of 6 months. Okay, his proposal. Unfortunately, my personal circumstances do not allow me to work pro bono. The structure allows me to continue contributing meaningfully to Star Atlas while hopefully respecting both DAO funds and Autonoma's current constraints. The scope of work. My work at Autonoma has revolved around the following responsibilities, which I propose to continue fulfilling under the DAO supported arrangement. So he's going to keep working on HoloSim, creating the quest system content, delivering lore, developing achievement system, defining rule system, supporting John with general game design. Lore, leading and developing Star across all game modes and content. Legal, this is interesting. I didn't realize how much he was doing on the legal side. Reviewing legal documentation, creating user terms and conditions, supporting legal documentation, products such as Ink and HoloSim. Right there is work way more than what he's asked. So community hosting, Star public events, including the Brew, Econ Forum, Blessing, Golden Carnival, Lore Keepers, Game Nights, and the Brazilian Brew. Supporting the mod team and the broader community and sharing when love. And then UE5, direct co-creation with Brad on Project Gallia, supporting UE5 initiatives with lore scripts and game design, providing general lore guidelines and content across all UE5 projects. Implementation, functional and non-technical. Okay, so we've moved on in that section. I didn't see anything wrong with the proposal part. Anyone have anything they want to add? Okay.
I think it.
So
I
implementation.
think it comes out pretty
go ahead.
good. Yeah, I'm glad that he
Yeah, I do
separated
too.
it out like that. I think it makes fairly clear what it is he's doing.
Yeah. Yep.
Are
Okay.
we just in the proposal? So he mentions 5,000 USDC per month. So are we actually doing a transfer every month? So shouldn't we do it in a one transaction to Automata, and then they take care of paying his salary instead of that? Seems like a easier way to do it than to do a monthly transfer.
That's completely up to Swags.
Yeah.
In my opinion, however he wants to do it, it's there, and if he wants to do it monthly, so be it. If he wants to do it all in one, so be it. Is my thought. All right. Implementation. Autonoma will establish the deliverables necessary for me in the exertion of my function, aligned with internal priorities and work. Autonomo will track whether these deliverables are being fulfilled as expected using the same internal accountability that applies to any contributor embedded in the team. If he fails to fulfill the functions and deliverables necessary, Autonomo will report this to the DAO, so the community has visibility and can respond accordingly. The DAO funding remains strictly time-bound and tied to the 6-month period with no automatic renewal. Then he goes on, the new process and systems, a simple accountability loop where Autonoma defines the deliverables and reports it to the DAO if these deliverables are not being met. No new tooling, hosting, or technical systems. Sounds like he covered all the implementation to me. Anyone else? Just speak up if you don't agree with something or whatever. So, goes to the stakeholder impact, the shareholders, the Star Atlas community and DAO token holders, Autonoma teams, Hollis UE5, lore, community, legal, project documentation support, mod team, community event participants, players, and broader ecosystem contributors for the stakeholders. Positive impacts, it preserves continuity in core lore, quest content, and community operations during the official period, keeps me embedded inside Autonoma rather than creating an external contractor workflow, which minimizes overhead and delays, allows Autonoma to retain critical capacity without increasing burn, creates a clear accountability path. Deliverables are set by Autonoma and non-performance is reported to the DAO. For all the positive impacts. Negative impacts, DAO Treasury spends 30 grand USDC across 6 months that could otherwise support other initiatives. Another negative impact, some community members may prefer direct contributor funding rather than funding routed to. And then the DAO may be concerned about precedent. This is being proposed as a one-time exception due to unusual circumstances. He laid out positives and negatives. Can keep going here. So plans for execution. If it is approved, Autonoma will re-engage him into the team and define the deliverables necessary for his functions. DAO will send 5,000 a month to Autonoma earmarked to cover his reduced salary. So he did address your question there. Apparently it's fine with him and fine with Autonoma. He'll perform his work fully embedded existing workflows. Autonoma will monitor performance against deliverables. If he fails to fill the functions, Autonoma will report it to the DAO, and the engagement automatically ends at the conclusion of 6 months, unless a new proposal is submitted and approved. Sounds like he's got a plan of execution there. Parties responsible, Autonoma. Parties responsible. Autonoma define deliverables, assign priorities, manage workflow, integration, and report to the DAO. Jose, execute the work. DAO provide time-bound monthly funding to Autonoma under the terms of this proposal. I don't even know. Yeah, so the DAO in general, not the council, but the DAO. Technical requirements, solutions done. Potential challenges and how they will be addressed. The main risk is whether the DAO funds are spent without receiving value. This is addressed by Autonoma defining deliverables internally based on real operational needs, Autonoma reporting to the DAO if it's filled, and 6-month duration. So that's the implementation section. Anyone feel we need to add anything?
I had to step
Always
away
nice to have an
for
attorney write these things.
I had to step away for a few minutes.
Yeah,
Was there anything that y'all need me to write down before this?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, as you're
Randy's
reading
just
through this
cruising.
thing, this is a lot more well organized than I first thought. I put my foot in my mouth. This is actually pretty well written.
Yeah. Timeline, expected start date as soon as practical after the PIP is approved. Once Autonoma completes internal onboarding steps, key milestones and phases, runs for 6 months, responsibilities executed continuously across the scope areas, estimated completion date 6 months after kickoff. Payment schedule, so there's nothing up front in some of our guidelines. $5,000 a month paid by the DAO to Autonoma. 6 months, fixed term, no automatic. Schedule is pretty clear to me.
Yep.
Tendencies, Autonoma's ability to reintegrate me in team and define deliverables tied to actual priorities, DAO's ability to execute monthly payments as scheduled. Easy peasy. Cost allocation, one-time costs, ongoing costs, 5,000, total of 30. Autonoma gets it. Proposal represents a fixed time-bound expense with no automatic renewal. So the funding is the DAO Treasury. We'll manage those ongoing efforts. Autonoma will manage execution and everything. What was I gonna say? One thing that Bohemian brought up, and this is where you might nerd out a little bit, Lanzer, in the bylaws or the founding documents, it said I can't remember exactly what Bohemian said, but there could potentially be a conflict, but with the DAO paying Autonoma, because you can't, in the bylaws somewhere it says you can't transfer money to Autonoma. That being said, Glenn has to approve this, and that's
True.
above our pay grade.
We could put it to him. That's very true.
Yeah.
So Bohemian
he's
said in the
ultimate
bylaws it says something about not being able to transfer to Automata.
Yeah.
Okay. There
I can't
was a
remember where that
line in
was.
it. What I remember, there's a line in it about Automata being a beneficiary of, but I thought that had something to do with liquidating it. But I'll have to go back and read it. But yeah, Glenn would know. He would be able to catch that if it were.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Bohemian.
I do think
I'll take a look at that and see what Glenn has to say.
I do think it specifies service, and the service that we are getting is opening up some of that black box of reporting, specifically for just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No. We're almost done here. Additional details, conflicts of interest. As biased as I obviously am in this situation, I ask you to vote with a clear head. Please do not vote yes out of sympathy for me. This is the DAO's money, and it should only be spent if you truly believe this is the best possible outcome. I will not hold any ill feelings towards anyone who votes no. Funny that he put that in there. I didn't catch that last time.
I'm glad he put that
conflict
in
of
there.
interest.
That's good. That's very good of him.
Yeah. He disclosed, I am the direct beneficiary of this proposal and therefore have a clear conflict of interest. I'm submitting this PIP transparently and openly, will not participate in moderation and interpretation or governance decisions related to this proposal beyond providing factual clarifications when requested by the committee. That is the review of his PIP.
Okay. I think the only comment I had still is please include the total USDC or Atlas amount in the summary, which it sounds like we're going to
You
do
can
for him.
delete. Yeah.
And
we'll
given
delete
the way
Atlas
he,
because yeah, you can please include the total USDC. He's not asking for Atlas.
oh,
Little
USDC.
tiny
Okay.
thing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Given the way he formatted the rest of this, yeah, I don't have any objections anymore.
does anyone have
he's
any
made our
other?
life easier to create the markdown on
Yeah.
this.
I would agree.
Okay.
Anyone have any input? The other council people?
No, it looks really clean to me.
Yeah,
Actually.
it's very well put together.
I expect
Yeah,
nothing less from a lawyer.
Yep. Well, okay. It sounds like we're all in agreement that it can move to the next stage.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is,
Okay.
I guess. So, do we talk about this here now about the actual requirements of this PIP, considering this is outside of ecosystem fund?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
So do we vote here that we think it's ready?
With the
sorry,
changes that
one second.
Fine. I vote it's ready, pending those changes.
I
look at that.
think everyone agrees.
Everyone agrees. Does anyone
All
vote
those-
no? Okay.
Boom, done. Did
Proceed
you want to
to.
talk about something else on that, Winston, or can we go over fun crackers?
Like, sorry.
I think what you want to talk about was the supermajority thing, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you are
So,
correct.
yeah, quorum,
Um,
supermajority. What I mean, it's not. I don't think the decision has landed yet, but it's been the subject of conversation in the DAO chat, and we've been discussing it internally as well with the team. So I don't know if we want to share anything about that at this point, or like where, because this is going
Well,
to
it
be the
hasn't been
subject of
decided.
a future PIP. Huh?
Has it been decided for sure that it needs to be a majority or
No.
supermajority?
It's we're getting close, but it's not decided yet. So
Okay.
been.
So still
I
need
do think
automata
we should
decision.
also have some. Yeah, it is. There's been some community input as well. I mean, I think it's worth mentioning what's been discussed over the past few days. But
Okay.
yeah,
yeah,
So still
and I
need
can.
this
Do you want to go over
automata
that, or
decision if elevated pass rate? No, pass standards? Pass what?
thresholds?
yeah. So,
Thresholds, thank you. If elevated voting thresholds are necessary.
yes,
Okay.
elevated voting threshold and potentially some. I mean, so the thing is with that PIP is like there would be also potentially some additional debating time and review, extended
Ah,
review of the PIP, but the the thing is we kind of need this one specific PIP to move fast. So I don't think there it would be the case for this specific one, but it might be for future one instead of. I think the little debate that was there earlier in the chat about replacing quorum with an extended review or something like that is actually an interesting point because participation is low, as we all know. So if you start introducing minimum amount of voting participation, you might actually just block the whole system on things that might be important decisions, like important decisions that could really maybe help the DAO and end up in limbo because there's just not enough people participating. I don't know what you guys think about that.
gotcha.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we left it in our council chat with Swags. We just need to clearly communicate that it's basically all that needs added somewhere and not to the PIP. We'll just add it with Xenor and the kitchen and all that is the super majority. The feedback that we've got from the team. So as long as we communicate to the community and to Glenn and everybody that there will need to be a super majority, and it was 67% needed to vote yes. That's all that Swags wanted to add as a requirement.
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems like the reasonable requirement for this one, especially considering like we know this is going to be a landslide on the yes probably. So yeah.
Well, you never know.
Okay,
Maybe
so
there's
I'm rereading this. This is something we can add. Needs to be clearly communicated. I think we can do here is include a preface that states this PIP has higher requirements imposed on it, falls outside the current authorized ecosystem fund process. I'd put that at the top for visibility.
If you want to get all lawyer about it, we're going to add a preamble. So if there will be, then SAC-3 will add a preamble detailing the elevated thresholds.
Yep, and it's just singular. It's just eighth.
Well, there's a bunch of different thresholds you can impose. You can impose a quorum, which is a minimum number of votes. You can impose a quadratic participation, which means if you have less than, like, say, 100 votes or whatever, then it wouldn't count. So if it's just a majority or a super majority, then sure. I'll just put detailing the
Yeah.
elevated threshold.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Because in our chat, if you go back, it was yesterday, 12:46 my time. I asked which, if any, of the high impact idea requirements you want included. And I
Okay.
put discussion period, elevated quorum, supermajority, enhanced voting period. And the only response we got was the supermajority.
Got it.
Yeah, so for now, for at least for this pip, that would be the case. But for the future
Correct.
one, like if we're actually passing a new pip for these, specific high impact decisions that might require additional ones, definitely more a big community discussion to be had about this. I think on
Okay.
what would these requirements be. Like definitely some more input and debates to be had.
Yeah, one might call it a high impact pip.
Yeah, it's a high impact pip. I love high impact pips.
I don't know if it.
See what I did there?
Uh-huh.
All right.
And
Got it.
and since we have a little lull here, I did put the code today in the chat for those of you that want it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think we're good on this one. Does anyone else think we're not, or ready to go?
All right. I found the paragraph that Bohemian was talking about and I copy pasted it in here. So we can have that at the ready.
Nerd.
I know. I am a nerd. I was like, what is he? I thought it was just liquidation, but yeah, there is another clause in there. We'll just let it go through its paces and see what happens. All right, so the next
All
one
right.
is Funcracker.
Yep. We'll see if we can get through this. He's been pretty patient, and I think if we happen to not get through it. So it is the Star Atlas Relay Program is what he labeled it. And
I'm trying to find it. It's in drafts.
Mm-hmm. It's all the way.
Oh, the relay program pilot. Okay, got it.
All right, I'm just going to start here. So we're back to normal mode. Header, title, Star Atlas Relay Program, authors Funcracker, Atlas community member, and AFIA Industries liaison. Summary: this proposal seeks 213,143,639 Atlas an ecosystem funding to run a time and budget bound pilot that incentivizes authentic player created short form our Atlas gameplay videos and distributes the strongest submissions through official/community social channels using a human review process and a lightweight web platform. Submission scoring and weekly. That is an excellent summary. Motivation: Star Atlas already has a rare branding asset, real gameplay, high visual fidelity that sells itself when shown to new audiences. Marketing budgets are limited. Traditional paid marketing often performs poorly in Web3 contexts. Authentic community created content tends to outperform paid promotion in terms of trust and credibility. Pilot tests a structured alternative, a community-powered content pipeline where creators submit real gameplay clips. Reviewers filter and score them, and only content that has been sufficiently reviewed is considered for reposting and reward. The goal is to generate content outwardly visible, consistent outward visibility while keeping overhead low and maintaining credibility. This approach also enables the creation of a dedicated Atlas relay distribution channel, allowing the ecosystem to consistently showcase real gameplay across platforms, even when individual creators do not yet have an established audience. I didn't know about this Atlas relay distribution channel.
I did not
I
either.
learned something.
Take a gander.
Oh, anyone? To me, that's motivation section is very complete. And you can look that one. Specification: Point 1, definitions of key terms or concepts. The Star Atlas Replay Program, SARP, SARP, pilot initiative to collect, review, and amplify authentic Star Atlas gameplay clips created by community members. Submission. Single gameplay video clip submitted via the program website, and he linked it, optionally including links to the same clip posted on social platforms. And his is harder to read than Jose's. Struggle on the struggle bus here. Reviewer, a whitelisted Discord account authorized to score submissions and determine repost eligibility. Daily video bounty, the daily quest, is a fixed reward geared to a user's first eligible submission each UTC day. Okay. Performance bonus, a one-time bonus calculated 7 days after the submission based on reviewer score and available tricks. Z.Inc. mention bonus, fixed bonus that is applied if reviewers confirm a clear, accurate reference to the Z.Inc. airdrop campaign in the submission. We'll have to go over that later. I don't know if we can have any control over the of Zinc, but he gave us the definition. Review threshold, a submission becomes eligible for repost, querying, and reward processing once it has received at least 3 reviews with an average score greater than or equal to 1. Okay, definition's done. I'm sure he'll get into all this later. Propose changes and actions. A, launch a pilot phase 1 to 2 months. Operate a structured program where players support gameplay clips between 10 and 60 seconds. Reviewers score submissions daily, and through their scores, gate which clips will be queued for reposting, and then run weekly leaderboards, Sunday at 0 UTC reset. That's his A. And I'll just go through the rest of it here. Establish a review gated distribution workflow. So submissions that pass the review threshold become eligible for distribution. Distribution may occur through 2 complementary paths. Resharing existing creator posts when the submitter has already published a clip and provided that link, and then publishing the clip directly via official @Star Atlas Relay accounts where no external post is provided or when additional amplifications warranted. So they submit it and then it gets distributed. And then reposting remains editorial selective even after eligibility. Not every eligible clip must be posted. And the intent is for the program itself to become a reliable, ongoing source of short-form Star Atlas gameplay content. Wow. Good Lord. Okay, so A, B. Oh, so for the duration of the pilot phase, the @Star Atlas Relay distribution accounts are operated by the proposer, Funcracker. Ownership may be transferred to the council at their request. Editorial authority is exercised collectively through the reviewer threshold system defined in this PIP. Hosting cadence is internally flexible and determined operationally based on submission volume, review timing, and the platform best practices. Automation is preferred. If automation is not feasible, the proposer assumes responsibility for manual posting with optional volunteer assistance from reviewers. That was a big section. I didn't see anything that is out of line.
My only mention was what
no.
you talked about earlier, the mention of zinc. I don't think that's something that we have the power to implement. We being the DAO.
Right.
Which I don't think. I don't know.
How
I think
so? You mean like we cannot pass a PIP that would be promoting Zinc instead of Star Atlas?
no. What I mean is that
No, we just
we can pass pips
ahead.
that the DAO has the ability to implement. Lanzer, and none of us have the ability to fix a bonus on the Zinc website. We'd have
Yes. It does require intervention from the team, yes.
right, Automata.
I don't think it's a bonus from the Zinc website. It's an additional bonus from the Atlas funds provided for mentioning the Zinc.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I understood
It,
it like
it is
that
a
as well.
definition. You're right. So maybe there's more to it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not directly about issuing funds from Zinc. It has no. We don't need to actually touch Zinc in order to implement type of thing.
Okay.
They just get a bonus.
Okay. Then I'll hold my tongue and keep going.
Okay. So we went over A, B. Now C, implement an incentive structure funded by the Ecosystem Fund. Daily bounty for consistent participation, by spam rules included. Bonus reward based on quality of the work after a 7-day evaluation window. I'm sure Funcracker has this all figured out. This is a lot. But and then D is provide the web platform requirement to run the pilot, a submission and review website, Discord authentication, whitelisting for reviewers, storage of videos and metadata, leaderboards. AFIA Industries will build and host the platform, no cost to the DAO during the pilot. Sounds like a lot of work for Funcracker. So that was proposed changes and actions. Now we'll go to 4.3, content requirements, eligibility, basically. Eligible content, form, Star Atlas gameplay videos, 10 to 60 seconds, and clips that are understandable to outsiders, scale, immersion, action, wow moments. So that's what it has to be to be eligible. Not allowed is AI generated gameplay footage or anything that could reasonably be confused as real Star Atlas gameplay visuals. Allowed AI usage, presentation only, voiceover, subtitles, edits, overlays, on-screen presenter avatar.
Okay.
So that's the content requirements. Makes sense to me.
Yep.
Submission requirements. Submissions are made through the program website and include Discord login, creator display name, Solana wallet address for payouts, video upload, title, optional short description, optional social. By submitting, creators grant Star Atlas DAO autonomous and program operated distribution accounts permission to repost, remix, compile, crop, caption, or otherwise edit submitted videos for promotional purposes with required attribution to the creator. Attribution will use the creator's chosen display name or fallback to their Discord.
I think Funcracker might be a lawyer too.
Jeez, cry me.
Yeah, this is very, very detailed.
Above my pay grade, but it meets the guidelines for the DAO.
Yeah, so far
the
meeting the
council to
guidelines. Yeah.
pass it. And he's not putting the work off on anybody else. Sounds like he's doing all the work and taking all the slack. Distribution logic based on submission method. If a creator provides links to posts they have already published, the program may reshare, remix, or incorporate that content into compilation videos in addition to amplifying the original post. Attribution. Am I saying that right? Attribution, yeah.
Attribution. Yeah.
No external, yeah. If no external links are provided, the program may publish the video directly through its own relay accounts, supported platforms, with attribution to the creator. This ensures that creators' audiences retain ownership of their reach. Creators without audiences still gain exposure, and high-quality content can be amplified consistently regardless of the creators. Again, he's not putting any work on anybody else, falling within the rule. Review team. This is the initial review team. Virtual, Ziggy, VB, Funcracker, and all 5 of third SAC.
Yep.
And he does note all named parties have explicitly consented to participate in their assigned roles at the time of submission of this.
I did? Huh.
Nice
Yeah,
to
we
know.
we actually voted on this, no? Didn't we?
Well,
Really?
I don't know.
I believe him.
We talked about it. That's
I've
for
said a lot of
Tuesday, so-
things.
You all speak English, so maybe I got lost in translation, but it's okay to know. I had to know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I have a potential point of order maybe. Do we have any stake in or objection, I guess, to something like a review team being appointed from the get-go? I don't think it's against any rules or contrary to anything that would require us to want to give that as input. I'm
I
just
don't
thinking out
think so.
loud.
Yeah, maybe the community might not like it, and if they don't like the review team, they could vote no.
True.
So
True.
that's a roll of the dice that he's gonna have to take.
So there's
And I think he's.
nothing else. Okay, that just
I don't think
struck
so.
out at me for a second that there was something there that I had to look into for the rules.
Yeah.
Let me go
Yeah.
nerd out while we're doing that. You can keep going.
Okay. The scoring user interface. X equals -1, disqualified. Bronze is nice, but not great. Add to the backlog and post when there is a free slot. 2
I'm
is super decent stuff, nice work. And gold is astonishing. This is the stuff we should push.
I'm
The
loving these
reviewer interface
explanations.
yeah. Reviewer interface will include an additional toggle. Zinc reference present that allows a reviewer to signal that relevant zinc presence is present in the video.
This is really well thought out.
Review, yeah, ridiculous, which is great. Ridiculous is a good thing.
I expect nothing less
Review
from
flow,
Funcracker too.
yeah, no kidding. So the flow, reviewers see unreviewed videos prioritized by those with fewer than 3 total reviewers. Reviewers can revisit their past reviews and adjust them. And once a submission has more than 3 reviews with an average review score of 1 or higher, it becomes eligible for repost, queuing, and reward. Okay, sense to me. Doesn't fall outside of any guidelines.
Yeah, so far so
Okay.
good.
4.6 rewards. Quick before we go to that, we have 2 minutes left. Does anyone have a hard out tonight? We're not getting
I
through this whole thing.
I can go for 15 more.
Yeah, we can finish. We can finish.
Yeah,
We're
let's
not
try to.
finishing this. This thing's long as crap. All right. Well, we'll keep going
Want me
until
to take
somebody
over?
has to bow out. No, I've got it. So 4.6 rewards, Atlas only for this pilot. Daily video bounty, the daily quest. Every UTC day, the first submitted and approved by 3+ reviewers video by a user earns 10,000 Atlas. Additional submissions on the same UTC day are allowed and reviewed, but do not qualify for the daily bounty. They do qualify for the bonus reward. Daily eligibility is determined by the UTC calendar day of submission, not by the day reviews are completed. If approval occurs later, the reward is applied retroactively to original submission date. Performance bonus, 7-day evaluation. 7 days after submission, a one-time bonus is awarded. So there's a base range of 10 to 45,000 Atlas plus 1,000 Atlas if a Zinc airdrop campaign mention is confirmed by the reviewers. Zinc bonus is confirmed when a majority of reviewers submission mark the Zinc reference toggle. Max total bonus, 3,000 Atlas. Total max per top-notch submission day. 10,000 daily plus 45,000 max performance plus 5,000 zinc is 60,000 Atlas.
Oh, is that where that zinc bonus comes into play? Okay,
Yeah. So if they mention zinc, they get more.
I gotcha. Okay.
Our aim is to determine the performance bonus scores using a hybrid model. 60% reviewer score, 40% performance metric like viewers and engagement. However, if platform metrics cannot be reliably assessed, performance scoring defaults to 100% reviewer score, and we can make no guarantees regarding the feasibility of accurately monitoring views. Fallback should be assumed that for the evaluation of this proposal. Reviewer participation. Reviewers are eligible for the daily bounty on their own submissions. Reviewers are not eligible for performance bonus rewards on their own submissions to reduce conflicts. Important note on automation. Rewards are expected to be paid manually on a multi-sig during the pilot phase. AFIA may research payout automation after launch, but automation is required for the pilot. Okay. Stakeholder impact. Star Atlas players, creators, positive. Earn consistent rewards for gameplay clips, increase visibility for creators with smaller audiences. Star Atlas DAO ecosystem fund is a positive. It tests a low overhead, performance driven alternative to traditional marketing spend. Autonomous and official marketing presence receives a curated pipeline of community created gameplay content that can be reposted selectively. Review team, this is a mixed positive and negative impact. Positive is community leadership plus unroll. Negative, recurring time commitment, risk of community pressure, disputes over scoring decisions, and neutral is responsible. PvP holders and the DAO voters. Positive is measurable experiment with bound budget, transparent process. The negative is the risk of low ROI for distribution doesn't translate into new users and or attention, potential perception of paying for content. And then there's also the risk of bad actors and spam submitters. Review gating and whitelist access reduces the ability to exploit the program. That's a pretty clear overview of the stakeholder impact. Implementation details, fun stuff. Step-by-step execution, chronological. Deploy the Star Atlas Relay web platform, which he has linked. Hosting is Cloudflare pages and workers and video storage via Cloudflare stream, metadata in D1 and KV, don't know what that means. So the features, Discord authentication for users and reviewers, reviewer whitelist gating for their review page, video submission page, review dashboard with scoring plus Zinc toggle, weekly leaderboard, prominently featured on landing page. Step 1. Step 2 is establish reward payment operation. Set up to a 5-9 squads multi-sig for reward distribution operations. After PIP approval, the DAO Treasury transfers funding to the multi-sig. And he says released per milestone per this. This is implementation, timeline, payment. So he does get into payment below. We'll address that in a minute. So on number 2, after those, you define internal cadence for manual payment, like daily or batch. Okay. So number 3 is run pilot phase. Review team reviewer reviews daily. Eligible videos are queued for distribution through res sharing creator, resharing creator. So posted content where the links are provided, direct posting via official programs operated by Atlas Relay accounts across supported platforms. Distribution may initially be manual or later partially automated depending on feasibility. Rewards are issued according to the daily bounty on a 7-day bonus evaluation. Weekly leaderboard resets at 0 UT.
Okay,
Number
pause for a
4.
second.
Yes.
Okay,
I have a question. Sorry.
Go ahead,
When
Monago.
it's Sunday at 12, let's say UTC, it means on Sunday or after Saturday? Because after 12 is the next day. You
Yes,
get
so
what
that
I
would
mean?
be Sunday at 12 a.m. If you meant like Monday, then that would be 24 UTC.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you.
Check it out.
So we have UTC,
Huh?
right? So
Oh,
then
that one.
where's go? So this right here is 00 UTC, 12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
If it were 24, it would be over here, be 12th. So he's saying on
Okay.
this day, whatever the Sunday would be at that time. So
Yeah,
9
yeah.
p.m.
It's
Buenos
going.
Aires,
Yeah.
Eddie's,
Mm-hmm.
12 a.m., 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Abu Dhabi.
Okay, because in once in another event, not from Star Atlas, it happened that many got confused by the 12, let's call AM, and it was a problem because they needed some clarification if it was the day before or if it meant the day after.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, it would just be the very, very start of Sunday UTC.
Okay, okay, excellent. No, I get it, I get it.
I wonder if he could put like a countdown clock on there that
Yeah.
translated to your
That would be
Like we do
helpful.
for the epoch on Discord here for Star Atlas. So you could
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
implement that in
Also, I was looking
That's
at
good.
I'm glad he mentioned here the daily or batched, because that would look like it might get a little crazy if we try to do it daily. But the thing I couldn't quite figure out here is where it says a 5 of 9 squads multi-sig. Who are the 9?
Mhm. The 5 of us, right? 5 of us plus the reviewers.
the 4 reviewers, yeah.
7, 8, 9. Oh,
1, 2.
huh. That one, I don't know about that one.
And he did say up to.
Up to a 5 of 9.
The question there becomes, do we have just one multi-sig where it's all 9? Or do we have possibly 2 multi-sigs, one where it's the council and automata, and then that sends funds to other multi-sig that's the review team?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping he gets into down below. I don't we're
I think
we're
that's
not going to
ultimately up
touch
to
that.
Well,
Yeah,
we
because
probably
it's
would be
because
the
I'm
ones to touch that.
well, if we're 5 out of the 9, but it wouldn't. I wonder who. Yeah, maybe he addresses it down
Yeah.
below.
I'll mark it for discussion because I think we definitely need to figure out
Yeah,
exactly what just was just saying.
yeah.
Because
I
we're the
agree.
ones
Okay.
who release the payment, so yeah, all right, I'll just mark it here for discussion and we can keep going.
Okay. So then number 3 is run pilot phase. The review team reviews daily. Eligible videos are queued for distribution through resharing. Oh, did I already do that? I think I've read this. Yeah, I already read that. Reporting and
Nice.
wrap up. Yeah, because it was Sundays at 0 UTC. Okay, so reporting and wrap up. Provide transparent public reporting, the number of submissions, number reviewed, awards distributed, remaining budget. End after 2 months or when funds are depleted. Turn the remaining atlas to the DAO treasury. Those are pretty clear steps. So potential challenges, spam and low quality submissions. So the mitigation is review gating plus 3 review threshold plus manual queuing, daily bonus rule prevents multi-submit farming. Another challenge is the bias and conflict of interest concerns, mitigation, multiple reviewers per submission, reviewers ineligible for their own performance bonuses, operational overhead, mitigation, simple scoring UI, clear prioritization, weekly windows, cross-platform posting complexity. Pilot phase assumes reposting can start manually or with minimal tooling. Automation research is separate. If paid third-party services are required, any costs must be agreed upon by the multisig and deducted from the total reward pool.
This is very
Okay,
thorough.
that's important. Yeah.
I
Distribution
love it,
tooling
man.
costs.
I love it.
Mitigation. A hard cap equivalent at 200 USD and Atlas is reserved for third-party posting automation tools if required. These costs are deducted from the reward pool, must be approved by the multisig, and will be publicly reported. The remaining multisig balance reaches the amount required to cover incurred tooling costs program halt. Okay. Hosting solution, off-chain services, Cloudflare pages plus Cloudflare workers, CloudStream for video, and Cloudflare KV plus R2 for metadata and snapshot. Okay. I'm fine with that whole thing. Think
A hard
we can
cap
move on.
equivalent to 200 USD is reserved for third-party posting or automation tools.
If they
Okay,
need to
all right,
spend some
that's
money,
probably fine.
they can only spend 200.
Yeah, I don't think I have
Which
any
is-
point of orders on that. Good.
Okay. Timeline. As soon as the proposal is applied, begins to achieve our first milestone. Funding is expected only after we have clearly demonstrated to the council milestone has been achieved. Okay, this is milestone 1, pilot launch readiness, website plus ops deliverables, mission plus review, website live, Discord authorization, whitelist, and leaderboard. Squads, 5 out of 9 multi-sig established, operational. The review team ready, program rules published on site. The target completion within 7 days after start. And the payment is the entire 13 million list released upon milestone verification. Website
Yeah, it's the
live,
5%.
multi-sig setup, and reviewer access. So he's asking for 1 milestone with everything there.
Oh,
Um,
what was our rule on that again?
I don't know, but it falls outside of it.
Probably. I thought we had
was-
like an exception to that.
I think we can override it. Was our exception.
Yeah, you're
That
probably
was,
right.
that was a,
I'd have to
I
go
think we
back and
put
look.
that in there for cases like
Well,
that.
That bypasses any of a two multi-sig aspect. And it will still be sent to a wallet where we have multi-sig access just with 4 other people, one of whom is already answerable to Automata anyway.
Yeah, technically, if we're like, whoa, what's going on here? Need none of us 5 sign and it can't get sent. So that's an interesting little side thing there.
Is that what reviewer access confirm means? Is that what you were talking about?
I'm not sure. No, so if it's a 5 out of 9 multi-sig and there's 5 of us and we think it's some shenanigans is going on, something that we don't like, us 5 don't sign. We still have
Okay.
control. Little unorthodox from
Okay.
what we've done in the past, but we technically still have control.
Got it.
I'm going to keep going on these milestones so we can keep mulling this over. Milestone 2, month 1 completion report. So deliverables are a public report covering the first month of operation. So it includes the number of submissions, reviews, and rewards issued, budget remaining, operational issues, plus fixes, and the program remains functional and actively viewed. Going back to that 5 out of 9, so we literally have the ability to pull all the money out at any point if we wanted to, since it's
Because it's 5 out of 9.
Yes.
so if it's just
Mm.
like we had sent who was the guy that was going to do that AI video stuff and he never did it and then we had to get the money back from
I
him.
know. Raspy.
Raspy, yes. So we had no recourse with Raspy. We have recourse with this one.
Okay.
That makes me feel better. Anyway, keep going on. Target completion 30 days after milestone 1. Estimated completion date, the pilot phase ends 1 to 2 months after kickoff or earlier if the budget is depleted. External dependencies are Discord authorization, Cloudflare services availability, and operational access. Hey, one thing before I forget, Funcracker is going to own the website and all of the everything. So he owns the Cloudflare stuff. He owns all of that, and not the DAO. So that's something to note and make sure. Well,
for
sure
the
that
pilot, at least.
yeah, yeah. And I'm assuming he's going to want to retain control over it since he's the one putting in all the time and money. But I think it's important to note that this is Uncracker's thing. Like the back end, all the back end stuff, Funcracker is going to own, and all that this PIP is proposing is that we provide the reward. I don't know where
Yeah.
that falls into this. I think it's important to note that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say
Winston,
that
you're
one more
right. We
time.
might
It's important to note what?
that Funcracker is going to own all the back end stuff. All we're providing is funds for this. He owns the software, the Cloudflare stuff, everything.
To the backend tech stack. So accounts, databases, domains.
All of it.
So,
Okay.
I mean, is the idea that beyond the pilot, he would decentralize all of that and that would go under the DAO? So that's just something else we have to manage, or is he going to, pursue being the webmaster essentially for the whole program, and we just keep funding it? Yeah, as long as it works.
Yeah. And my assumption is he's just keeping it, which is personally as a community member, I'm fine with. But
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like it's very dependent on him, but he's the one doing all the work also. So,
yeah, maybe when Funcracker reviews these notes, he can give us some clarification on it just to see where he's at. I don't know if anyone's asked that question or not. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Are you still good for five more minutes?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Okay, we're actually might get this thing done. So for 8, cost and resource allocation, one-time cost, the DAO Treasury Ecosystem Fund, up to 13,143,000 total pilot budget. The overwhelming majority of this pool is reserved for participant rewards. A hard cap reserve equivalent to 200 USD in Atlas may be deducted from the same pool. For approved distribution tooling costs, hey, he might have just went over this. My question, AFIA Industries non-monetary development effort for the platform provided at no cost during the pilot phase. So it's a cost, but he's picking it up. Ongoing costs, DAO Treasury, not available for the pilot phase, no ongoing funding requested. AFIA Industries, monetary, so he has a hosting cost during the pilot phase, provided at no cost. AFIA Industries, non-monetary, maintenance during the pilot phase, provided at no cost. Host pilot is successful and extended, ongoing hosting and maintenance costs will be transparently tallied and proposed in a follow-up PIP. If successful and extended, hosting and maintenance cost will be transparently tallied and proposed in a follow-up PIP. Okay, so he's taking the risk now, but in the future, he might ask the DAO to cover those costs. Okay. Distribution tooling reserve to the Atlas equivalent of 200 USD, maybe for third-party hosting or automation tools if required. These costs are deducted from the reward pool required to SIG approval and will be transparently reported. Alternative funding sources considered, none for participant rewards. AFIA Industries is covering development and hosting costs during the pilot phase. The only exception is the 200, which saying the same thing he said. So that's the cost and resource allocation. I don't think he's missing anything.
Yeah, I think I don't see anything that I need to input on. Anybody else?
Okay. Conflict. Doing great. So additional details, conflict of interest. Funcracker is the proposer and member of the reviewer team, and is a liaison to AFIA Industries, building hosting platform. Mitigations, multiple reviewers per submission. Reviewers cannot receive performance bonuses on their own submissions. Parent leadership board and review records. Earlier versions not available. First it. That was a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get community support.
Sure.
This is like the only pip in existence that I would say it is really long. That's the first time I think I would ever say that. And that's saying something. But it seems really thorough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
thought about this in every way possible. Like this feels already. I mean, there's a few things we talked about, but like this feels ready to ship almost.
yep.
Okay. So there are two.
One thing before I forget too, I did clarify with Funcracker. I didn't know what the Atlas Relay Program tag was. I didn't want. It sounded to me like he was compelling the team to repost on their official Star Atlas accounts. And the wording in here mentioned nothing about official Star Atlas accounts. Now, official whoever's running Twitter can take stuff and use it, but he's not putting any burden on the team to do anything with it. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing, right? We were supposed to have the team gonna hook the official Twitter account to the platform is building, so that whenever something is reviewed and approved, it would be posted through the official channels, which would considerably amplify, of course, the desired effect. But it does put something on the team. So I don't know if he talked about it with someone who's running the Twitter nowadays. Is it Wagner?
I have no idea
Or
No,
do you
I'm
know?
not sure.
now that Dom's gone.
Mm.
I did run it
I-
by Swags and Funcracker, and it doesn't sound like they're compelling the team to do anything.
Which section are we talking
I
about?
think it's
It's not in there.
Okay.
I think
yeah,
it's
it's not, but it's
because
something worth
some of the
pushing for. I think at least beyond the maybe not for the pilots, but like if we do reconduct this after, I think it would be something worth pursuing.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So some of the wording in there, he had in one of the previous versions, he said official Star Atlas account or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's where I'm
and
looking
that's
right now.
a
I'm
red
hunting
flag.
in section
Yeah,
4.2.
I
It
think
talks about it posting via the official Star Atlas relay. I'm hunting for that official one that you were talking about.
I think he took it out.
Oh, okay. If you took it out, then I think he did. I think he did the right thing there, not compelling us to try and make a decision there.
Maybe just just a matter of pushing this faster, I think.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
cool. Well,
So
I
the
do
two
got to get
things we got to
going.
talk about is the multi-sig and then 25% up front. I looked up for the 25% up front thing. I looked up what SAC-2 decided in meeting number 25, and one of them was an upfront payment limit of 25%. You need 2 milestones in order to do that, and there's a limit of payment with 1 milestone a month. That's what SAC-2 decided, and I don't know. I guess we just need to open it up. Do we feel like we should continue that?
Well, I think he put in place that multi-sig that all 5 of us are on. So to me,
Mhm.
that mitigates that risk. The only reason we put that in there was so we're not paying for something we're not getting.
Right. There's no way we
And
could
with
like
us,
claw back those funds, or if we did, then we'd only lose 25%.
right, exactly.
Okay.
So us being on the multi-sig is that
Okay.
problem,
Jith, how do you feel about
in
that?
my opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's more of the how do we handle this versus how should we handle
Okay.
it. I'm
How do
fine
you
with
vote?
either way, but honestly, I would rather it just be the one multi-sig. But if we absolutely had to do the multi-sig and then disperse the funds gradually to the actual reward multi-sig in order to satisfy other requirements, that's fine.
Do you feel that we should go along with the 25% limit that SAC-2 came up with? Or do you feel like the risk is properly mitigated in this one?
I feel the risk is mitigated.
Okay. Winston, what do you think?
I will always be for less wallets, less transactions, less, the simpler we can make this, the better. So yeah, just
Okay.
1 multi-sig seems really good.
Morengo?
I'm with Winston in this one.
Okay.
The less transactions needed, the better.
Wait, we're perfectly good at clicking on our multi-sig for transactions.
Oh my
We're killing
gosh.
it, guys.
Dude, that's
Top
becoming a
and
full-time in itself. Jeez. Okay, so SAC-3, we decide on the fewest transactions and simplest process for this pip, and then implicit in that, tell me if anyone disagrees with what I'm about to write. Implicit in that would be do not need to abide. Actually, let's write it this way. SAC-2's decision on 25% upfront is properly mitigated. The risk. There we go. The risk that SAC-2 decided is properly mitigated in this pip and not necessary to impose, meaning that we feel that the 25% thing isn't relevant here. And then the second thing was the multi-sig, where we all agree on one multi-sig. One multi-sig. Okay. So that's what I have here. If anyone disagrees with that, I don't want to speak for you. Just let me know.
Done.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
I don't disagree with the multi-sig. What I am thinking about is it even possible? I guess it is possible, but if we decide, we being the council decide on when to send payment, isn't it true that the PIP isn't deciding that the 5 to 9 transaction multi-sig is part of the review process? Or is it saying that that 5 to 9 is the review of the transaction? You know what I'm saying? Am I asking that right?
What do you mean? Does the process of accepting a transaction means how do you say? Do we? I don't know how to word this. I
So
think
there's
as long as a video, I don't know if I'm understanding your question right, but
yeah. Let
as
me
long as
ask
the
it a different
video
way.
has been
So
approved by the review process, we kind of have to send the funds. We don't get to decide. You know what I mean?
if there's 9 people on the review team, is this
Yes.
PIP saying that that 5 to 9 transaction is the review process?
It's not. It's the review process will be something on the website. It's like a separate thing, and then the transaction is just transferring the funds over.
Okay. Okay. I
But
saw.
then,
There's
okay,
a
this is an interesting question. It's like, do we want the whole review committee on the multisig, or do we just want the console to be like custodian of funds?
No,
Right.
absolutely have them on there too, because there ain't no
Yeah.
way all 5 of us are signing some multi-sig every day.
I mean that part is true for
Right.
sure, but also where we swap out and we constantly bring in fresh new people, what's going to happen at the end of this when one or multiple people from the review committee just aren't doing anything? It's going to be even worse than
Maybe that's
us.
something that maybe you do need to add a clause that if someone goes inactive, they will lose, signing privilege after a while. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, could be a month, could be 2 months.
I don't know.
I hate to do this, guys, but I truly gotta go. I'm
That's
already.
Okay.
All right.
I
You
feel
gotta
like
go.
we need to talk about this further.
If
Yeah,
I'm not
go burn the house
mistaken,
down while I'm
I
gone.
mean, we can let's talk about it on the thread. Huh? That's what it's for. We can push the conversation there with these questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Well, in the meeting then. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys. See you
guys.
next week, and see you very soon on the different chats for all of these things.
Or whatever.
oh, and I did post the updated Dowcaster.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah,
Jith.
yeah, yeah.
All right. I'll take a look at it.
I will take a look at that this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
See you guys. Have a good day. Good night.
Bye.